Welcome back to, of course, another episode of Slay the Princess. Before we started, I just wanted to have a quick foreword and a quick thank you to everyone. I've noticed a sharp uptake in not only subscriptions but views lately, and comments as well, which is definitely appreciated. I know it's actually nothing compared to, you know, pretty much any other channel on the platform. I know that, you know, my view count is very low, my commenters are few and far between, but I think you need to understand that I'm used to screaming into the wind would be the best analogy for it. Very, very often. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and to let you all know that every subscription, every comment, every like, every single view is deeply, deeply appreciated, and I really do mean that. And thank you guys for coming around and hopefully having a pretty good time. There was one comment that I would like to address. It's not bad. It was some constructive feedback. Apparently I've noticed this myself, I am talking over the narrator sometimes. I notice this in editing. I honestly didn't notice it too much when I was just playing before. So yeah, I will strive to sort of fix that. I have become aware that I do talk over the narrator, so I will strive from now on to not do that. One point of the comment, and I'm not calling you out, but you did tell me to, I think the quote was, "Please, could I please shut up while the narrator is talking?" And now, while I do like the, I do appreciate the feedback, and I really mean that. I really appreciate any feedback you guys have. If you could just not tell me to shut up, like, I'm just trying to, like, I'm trying to get like a nice sort of environment here, and it's not the feedback, but if you could just use different words than telling me to shut up would be much appreciated. But thank you very much for your comment. Thank you all very much for watching. I've now had a 2-minute and nearly 40-second ramble, which I'm sure you're hating and have probably already clicked off, but now we can finally get into the episode. So, if we remember where we left off, we were planning to kill the narrator, so I don't have to talk over him anymore. We were also more about checking these explore options, and I am finally away from these options, so now you can read them along with me. So let's talk about this princess, Mr. Narrator.
Just be quick about it.
See, now you see why I want to kill him? What a prick. I should call him the Prickerator. The world... If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone. A fair point. I assume, though, that I was put in a pocket dimension or something like that, sealed away into... I'm sure he's going to tell us.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round.
Sorry, guys, just trying to get comfortable.
Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end.
It's a good point. What if the narrator is just trying to get us to hop from multiverse to multiverse, to get us to end everything? Maybe we're not the hero, but the instrument of evil.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
Voice of the cold, my man. We have killed the... Look, I'm an old hand at killing the princess by now. I guarantee you she's alive in there, and very beautiful.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here.
Fair point, fair point.
And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
Guys, the narrator's promising me a happy ending, if you know what I mean. Let's go!
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you. Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Yeah, but dude, your happily ever after last time was us existing in a void with a skeleton woman in the basement. Not my idea of a happily ever after. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world? Fair point. Although the time before that, she turned into an amalgamation monster like out of H.P. Lovecraft. So maybe that's not the best question. But it's a question, we've got to ask it.
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Holy shit, did he just drop a "it just does" on me? For real? You're for real gonna drop a "it just does" fucking on me? Were you Joe Dirt's parents? Shut the fuck up. Who locked her into that basement? What is this place? Excellent question.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Bro, you're shit at what you You're shit at world building, dude, for real. Like, I'm asking important questions. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? God, this is an excellent question.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I hate that shit so much. It's a running joke in my place of work that whenever a manager wants you to do something and you clearly don't want to do it and they know it's a shit job, they'll always say, "Oh, but we need you to do it just because you're so good at it," you know? It's not that we want you to do it every time and we know it's a shit job and we don't want to do it, but you're just so good at it that we need you to do it. That, I'm getting manager speak from this narrator right now. I want to stab him.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
And of course the voice of the hero falls for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Of course we're special.
Okay, everyone's fucking falling for it. You guys are stupid. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Yes.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
See, he's not I want to know.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
Oh my god, bro, I just worked out who the voice of the cold is. It's you guys, isn't it? It's you guys! Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Let's continue on, that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Bro, I already did that. It didn't work out. Let's proceed. Well, turn around and leave just fractalizes everything. Proceed to the cabin. Let's do...
A warning.
What can we do different this time?
Before you go any further.
Yeah, I know. She's going to try to stop us.
She will lie. She will cheat.
Lie. She will cheat. She's a bitch. We get it.
Won't be a problem.
Oh, Jesus Christ, voice of the cold. That's fucked up, dude. Proceed to the cabin. What did we do last time? What?
The interior of the cabin is cold.
That's different.
A soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
And the mirrors, okay, the mirror is what we've got to check out this time.
You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
I mean, yeah, I've fucking sort of spent 10 millennia in here, so I'm pretty familiar with this cabin, voice of the hero.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
She's already dead. Oh, shut up, voice of the cold, I'm over you. It's interesting that there are two constants in this story. The princess, and the princess is fairly constant. She has like personality changes sometimes, but the knife is always there. In every faceted multiverse, even when this room has changed, like we didn't have wallpaper before, there was that one time where it was an amalgamation of different rooms. The table changes, the door changes, the mirror's not there sometimes, the stairs change. That blade is always described in the exact same way. And I might be reading too much into it, but I feel like that's got to become significant at some point. Now, what are our options? Well, we got questions to ask. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. True, and if the narrator doesn't mention it, it's got to be something he doesn't want us to know about.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
He can't... Either he's lying or he can't see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being... I don't know if he's lying to us or not. Because it sounds like he really doesn't know that the mirror's there. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. We have to choose that one, don't we? We have to choose the funny option. We have to every time. All right.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to.
Hey,
if he's willing to lie about something as innocuous
I might
as
be
a
a creepy
mirror,
lizard
what
man.
else is he hiding from us?
What? Yeah,
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Exactly. This game's got me questioning, like, a lot now. This whole cabin is different than last time. That's true.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess.
I can't tell if the narrator resets every time or not.
A lot's riding on this.
Right, we've already done the take the blade. We've already gone into the basement without taking the blade. We've never checked the mirror, so we've got to do that one.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I don't think he can see it. Okay, there's going to be a spooky ghost bitch behind us. Here we go.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
It's gone.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Huh.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Hey, voice of the cold, you're dead. Okay, now I'm spooked. Should we... now's the real quandary. Should we take the blade? I mean, we don't have to stab her if we take the blade. We'll take the blade just to be safe.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I do love having the little stabby knife cursor. Dip, 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 dip. And to the basement. Alright, here we go. So what can we do? I mean...
The door to the basement
so even the basement's
open,
a little bit different.
Revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Did you all hear that? Was that footsteps? What the fuck was that?
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
True, she's not calling out to us. Is she actually dead?
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
I mean, yeah, why are we standing on the stairs, bro?
As you descend the final
she's dead!
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body.
But she's less dead than she was in the other
still
multiverse.
Bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Well, I mean, I guess we don't have to kill her. She's dead, bro. Like, job done. And we're not in a multiverse of eternal sin, so pretty good.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
Job done. Who's for bacon?
It's just like I told you.
Voice of the cold.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
How the fuck am I meant to kill a ghost?
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
She's like, what's that movie? Like Corpse Bride? You ever see Corpse Bride? That was a good fucking movie, man.
And finally, The rest of the body floats up to join the head.
She got them dogs, though.
This isn't right.
She got
What's
them
going on here?
dogs. What do you mean what's going on here? She's a ghost, brother.
Ghost!
Oh, okay. Now we're in fucking Scooby-Doo.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I can think of a few things.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hi. No, I didn't do
I was
this.
hoping to see you again.
I just got here,
I
woman.
have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Man, I didn't do this one. You'll remember the last one, she was a skeleton with no clothes because the clothes had rotted away. This is not the same woman I killed. This is bullshit.
The princess drifts across the room into
It's
your
interesting
orbit,
she still has the
gently
chain.
running her fingers across your shoulders and down your
Even though
neck
she's a
as she
ghost.
circles you.
Wait, hang on, what? Princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders. So can she like interact with me? Is she like a ghost,
Her
or can she
touch
like?
is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips
Okay,
send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there.
Bro,
That
that's
means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I don't want to, bro. Although X does mark the spot, but can we kill her with a knife? Do we have a ghost knife? I'm gonna wait to see how things play out, princess.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Yeah.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Bro, these lines are getting more sus by the day. So it's not like fractalizing like last time, so I think we can actually ask her some questions here. So, see, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. Fair point.
Yes, obviously things are strange. Now I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
Okay, so that confirms multiverse theory. It's not like a reset like Groundhog Day. We're just hopping.
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost.
I mean, yeah, technically she has been slain, brother.
You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
See, you're too keen, bro.
What? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
Yeah, what happens to me? Because last time wasn't too
What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
Bro, honestly, I'm on the side of the voice of the cold. He can be a bit angsty, but he's right.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
So who locked me away in the timeless void then, dipstick?
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Exactly. Bro, the voice of the cold is me. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? That's blunt, dude. That's fucking blunt. Alright, let's go. James Blunt question.
I don't feel very dead. But I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
See, the fact that her ghost form is still chained. She's like... Again, I'm probably reading too much into this, but it's almost like she's bound to the room. Like, we get, like... And the only release from the room she has is death. Proper death.
Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to. Not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are?
Bro, I'm not a ghost, alright? I'm a scaly hand.
Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead.
That's a shit theory, dude.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely. See, this is why I didn't want you to talk to her. Death is not just a concept, it is an extremely real phenomenon. Don't let her distort your reality. Cold, hard facts exist. The truth exists. It has to. But
is the truth not just our perception of what is and is not? We're not doing another philosophy hour like last time. I'm not getting into that. Your body's right there, though. Your dead body. Fair point.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
That was just my shell.
It's just a body.
Oh!
Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
Because they're dead, woman. They're
She's
dead.
seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Feels like she's very much trying to lure me into letting her live, and I don't know how I feel about that. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Or maybe you have some unfinished business with the toilet woman, because that fart you just slipped stinks.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Are we talking in metaphors now? Have you got a lost lover or something? Maybe I am your lost prince, perhaps?
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where's that? Just tell me where you're supposed to be and I'll put you there. I swear to goodness. Yes! Where are you supposed to be? Ma'am, if you get in a taxi and you say home, they're not going to be able to take you anywhere. I need a location.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Hashtag home is where the heart is. For true.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
I'll tell you what, have we released her yet? Have we ever did a run where we didn't kill her, but maybe we can just try and help her find her home.
How specific.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Bro, she's so cute though, even as a ghost. Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones? Or possibly salt and burn them? That's right, I've seen Supernatural. I know how to cure ghosts.
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
How about I grind them into a smoothie and drink them? Good calcium.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least.
You see, nah, she's gonna escape in me. She's gonna use me as a vessel. She's gonna kill me.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right.
So even in
back
spirit
here.
form, she's bound to the space.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine.
Bro, I know I've said it a million times, but this I don't want to call it simplistic drawing, but this I mean, that's probably the closest thing you can get to it, is a sketch style drawing. So it's not super detailed. I fucking love this shit, man. I fuck with this so hard. It's so good.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
Yeah, but narrator, you're a bitch.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please.
Okay, I don't like that
can't
direct
you?
eye contact shot. That's fucking
So,
scary.
Let me hitch a ride.
You're gonna
After all, you own me.
Madam, do not do that, please, madam.
Absolutely not.
That was fucked. That actually put chills in me. Jesus
She
Christ.
asked him if she can possess us. She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
But she's
Would she be
sad.
able to see
Look at those big sad eyes.
us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Wait, who's it? Do you mean the
I
narrator?
wonder what she
We're
would
using
have
the
to
pronoun
say
game
to the
here.
one who wants her dead so
Yeah, okay, the narrator.
badly.
That's actually an interesting thought.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I don't know, I didn't like the other one. What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
I mean, that's short and to the point. She sounds like a nice woman. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Yeah, I think this is like a classic demon possession situation where you have to, like, allow them in.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Damn, she knows that I'll fold to any woman that asks to be let in, you know what I mean?
It's crowded enough in here as is.
Yeah, to be fair, I've got like 60 voices in my head.
If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a
lot of
very
people trying to
dangerous
convince me
train of
right
thought.
now. This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin. Fuck, is she gonna either lie or tell us no?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Honestly, it doesn't sound too bad. I'm quite lonely.
Do you hear the way she said that?
Fair.
She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
I don't think I'll regret this, bro. If I let you... Sorry, I gotta do that more scared. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
You lying bitch.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, not at all.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she
Yeah,
doesn't.
but technically I'm not, because I didn't kill this one, bro. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That is pretty cold, brother.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
It's not her fault, bro. She's a
She's
ghost.
right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took was if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart? Hang on, well, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily... Let's actually go searching on this one, because I don't necessarily agree with that point. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Well, you're going to... Hang on, that's a good question, actually. What are you planning to do?
Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Are you hearing that? There's like a second voice that's speaking first? And again, I might be reading too much into this, but is the second voice like something controlling her, telling her what to say? Might be an interesting point.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
Wouldn't mind
It's
that.
a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
Especially considering you're dead.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Are we gonna make out? What's going on?
Especially when the sun is dead.
Ma'am, please!
She pulls back. With a
Enough of
plate.
that! If we're gonna kiss,
I don't think
kiss!
most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Hello, my name is the Windrammer, or Windy, or Michael if you're feeling nasty. What do I want? $1 billion. There you go, see how easy that is? Well, were you going to end the world? Good question.
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
I trust this scary ghost woman, I'm not sure why. You didn't answer my question, do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You still didn't even answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end? Just yes or no, ma'am. Yes or no. A simple answer. No fucking philosophy. None of this bullshit.
It does.
Hey, did I ask you? I don't think so.
We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
Exactly.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
Yeah, but every time you do that, you get a spooky ghost face.
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to
Don't chuck one of these at me.
ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
I mean, definitely not in this game. We'll leave it at that. Actually, we'll leave this episode at that, because it is time for this one to end. I'm not sure where this is leading. I'm not sure if I trust her. We'll find out in the next episode. I'm very good at making impulsive choices. But until next time, guys, please remember that I love you all very much, and I very much hope to see you in the next episode, where we're either going to kill her again as a ghost, or we might let her go. I'm still not sure. Alright, guys. Catches. That's it. We're done.